Hi, and welcome to day 6 or baby step 5 of the FlyLady system. If you haven't seen my other FlyLady videos, please check out the playlist below. You want to watch these videos in order so that you are doing the baby steps in order one day at a time. Don't try to rush it, just take one day at a time. You're trying to build habits that will turn into your routines, so you want these to be things that last. And you don't want to be overwhelmed by trying to change and do a bunch of things all at the same time. So at this point, our first baby step has been to shine your sink before you go to bed. So hopefully you have been doing this every day and have been waking up to a beautiful clean sink that makes you feel good as soon as you see it. You're getting dressed to lace up shoes and fixing your hair and face every morning. Getting up, very first thing, that's what you do. Take a shower, get ready. Or if you shower at night, as soon as you get up, you get ready. You wash your face and get ready. Putting your best foot forward for the day and putting yourself in the mental state of being ready to get things done. Then you are reading your FlyLady daily message. I think she's calling it her morning musing now. You can find that on the email or the website. That's just one little bit of fly washing so that you can start to change your perspective on this whole process and have a more positive attitude towards things. Next, you are looking at your post-it reminders. So you've written your small routine or your small small set of habits rather, on post-its in your bathroom and kitchen, and you're starting to look at those every day to remind yourself, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing these 3 things. Baby step 5 is going to be to recognize negative self-talk and change it. So some people, I think, may have more of a need for this than others, but it's not going to hurt you to do this as part of the baby steps. So if you read through the history of where FlyLady is coming from, she comes from I don't think too difficult of a background, but there was a lot of negativity that led to her having negative self-image and self-esteem problems, self-confidence problems, and falling into a really deep depression that she had to get medical help for. She was hospitalized for a while. And so I think that part of her system is trying to nurture you as a person so that you feel like you are worthy of having a peaceful, beautiful, clean, well-managed home. Because if you don't feel like you deserve that, then what's the point of putting in the effort for that? So you have to love yourself. Finally loving yourself. You have to love yourself in order to realize that doing this kind of work isn't a punishment, but it's really, you're doing it for yourself because you love yourself and you know you deserve to have this in your life, this beautiful, sanctuary that you can come home to and that your family can come home to. So this habit, or this baby step rather, is to recognize, I'm putting it, in my own words, she says negative voices in your head. So we'll put recognize negative voices and change them. So she asks you on this day to actually take a piece of paper and write down the negative things that you hear in your own mind. Like, I don't deserve this, or I'm a slob, or, whatever it might be, my family doesn't love me, or, nobody helps me around the house. Whatever you're hearing in your voice that's negative, she says write it down and then change it into a positive phrase. So if you say something like, I'm a slob, maybe what you could do below that is you could write down and say, I'm learning to become better organized. Or if you say something like, I don't deserve to have a clean house, maybe below that you can write, I do deserve to have a clean house. Taking whatever is, replaying in your mind over and over again and turning it into something that is now, that's moving you in a more positive direction. Because part of her emails that she bombards you with is to help change your perspective, but doing something like this also helps you to change your perspective and see yourself in a different way. So She tells you to put these positive phrases where you can see them. Maybe you want to write them on a Post-it, or you just have like a piece of paper at your table, or in your purse, or in your bathroom, or by your bedside table, where you can reread the positive phrases. And if you think of things, you can add to them. I remember I did this, and I didn't feel like I needed to do this, but I thought I'm just going with what she says because I want to do this all the way through. And I think I wrote maybe 3 or 4 things down, and I changed them into positive messages. Eventually I put them in my control journal, and then eventually I just kind of got rid of them. But I did do it, and I did look at them for the first 31 days because that's, you know, this whole baby step idea. And then after that I let them go. So, I mean, one of the things to remember about FlyLady is, well, I shouldn't say one of the things to remember. This is how I approached it. I'm going to do it her way, exactly how she tells me to do it. And I'm going to try it like that. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then, hold on, baby. I'll come and get you. Hold on 1 second, please. Oh, it's okay. There you go. So sorry about that. I have 3 dogs. They're all very special needs. They're very old, have lots of health problems, and they're super high maintenance at this point. Like I was saying, I just approached this where, you know, usually I'm a pretty, I like to be in control. I don't want to say controlling person, but I am. I like to be in control, and, you know, I like to set my own course. Well, I thought, I'm just going to give it a try. I'm going to do everything she tells me to do exactly how she tells me to do it, and let's see what happens. And I have to say, even though some of it I thought was unnecessary, I did it, and the end result, which is my household, was worth it. It was totally worth it. And could I have gotten here without doing this exactly how she says it? I have no idea, but who cares? That's what got me here. I'm not even going to question it. Eventually, once you've been, you know, once you're established in your routines, and you're, you know, working on your daily, your weekly, and your zone cleaning, you can change it to match what you need in your house. But in the beginning, I would say just do it. See what happens. It's not going to be, you know, the end of the world. It's not going to be painful. It's not going to hurt you, and maybe it'll actually help you. So sorry for the interruption from my dog. Now he's drinking a ton of water. But I will see you tomorrow with baby step number 6. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.